I'm Dr. Stephen AKINTAYO, and I'm super excited. On this day, I want to share with you on selling luxury. Many years ago, I moved to Dubai to sell real estate, and I was coming from Nigeria, where values of properties were lesser than $1,000. Now I'm here. The least property I had was $300,000, and it's not even pricey. We're talking of 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, $300,000. Of course, today it's now way higher than that in Dubai to even get that. And it was tough when I started, but I had to quickly learn how to sell luxury. One of the first things I said to myself, I don't know too many people here, what can I do? What are some of the strategies? And the first strategy I used was social media. I first worked hard on what we call social proof, lifestyle marketing. I needed to up my lifestyle. Of course, I could afford to do that because I wasn't new to business. And, we had, in the first 1 year, we had invested about $1 million in our Dubai operations. And so I was comfortable enough to make those kind of decisions. One of the things I had to do was to move to Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, get myself a Rolls Royce, get myself a driver, and intentionally also virtually every week I was doing something luxurious, lifestyle experiences, and I was good in adventure, right? And I was documenting and using social media to do that. I also had started a show in Nigeria called Investment Chat on a Rolls Royce. And so I continued the shooting, but with very, very successful CEOs in Dubai. And Dubai gave me a better ambience. It just gives the beautiful feel of luxury and what I stood for. I started short video clips also from a Rolls Royce that I was using to push out contents and talking. And before I knew it, one of my videos got over 10 million views. Don't buy this, buy that, right? So in one of those Rolls Royce shooting, I decided to do short clips, right, for TikTok. So I pointed at the Rolls Royce. I said, don't buy Rolls Royce, buy real estate. Because if you buy a Rolls Royce, right, the value will go down over time. But if you buy a real estate, the value will go up off the roof. And it went viral. Everybody started doing their own version on TikTok. And before you know it, I had social proof that was helpful, that when I say come buy a property, one of the highest properties I was selling them was $46 million. And it was easy to begin to attract high net worth individuals who could buy those kind of property. So number one tool, if you're going to sell expensive properties like what GTEx sells in the UK, in the US, in Dubai, and sometimes in Nigeria as well, can be said to be expensive, aka luxury. Not necessarily because it's luxury in those parts of the world, but because most of us selling are based here in Nigeria. By the time you convert any money to dollar, right, it's already turned to, technically, it's luxury to the people who are attempting to buy it. So as much as it may not be a luxurious product, you have to know that you must market it with a luxury mindset. So social media becomes the major tool. So a few activities I want you to start doing on social media. Number one, practice the 60-20-20 rule. 60-20-20 rule. Basically, what do I mean? 60% of your content on social media, if you're going to practice this rule, should, and this is very powerful, 60% of your content, if you're going to practice this rule, you should make sure that it's just talking about the industry. It's not come and buy something. It's just talking generally about who you are, what you do, the industry, and amazing development around the real estate sector. Then the last 20% should talk about what you are doing to add value to the industry, like this kind of challenge is my own 20%, next 20%. Because this challenge, I'm not necessarily telling you come and buy property from me, but I'm helping people in the industry, in the real estate industry sector, to improve. Whether you sell for our company or not, you've learned something of exceptional value in these 30 days, right? And so it's my 20% of giving back to the sector. What are you doing for the sector should be the number of, so if you have 10 posts, 6 posts should just generally talk about the industry. It could be image of the tallest building in the world, analyzing it. It could be a law in real estate. It could be something, right? Then 20% should now be what you are doing. Another 2 posts, which if you are posting 10 in a day, another 2 posts should be what you are doing in that sector. Oh, today we did an inspection with an amazing client today. You didn't say come and buy, but that's a good post about things you're doing. The last 2 posts, if you're doing 10 posts a day, is now the one you will say, I have this property in this location. This is the price. This is the promo. This is the deadline for you to buy that property. Okay, so that's the approach you want to use, the 60-20-20 rule to social media marketing, whether you're selling luxury or any other thing. The next thing is to build your personal profile. So assignment number 1 today, I want you to watch my own profile, and the admin will post my personal profile. And I want you to replicate your own version of my own profile, right? Understand that people don't buy product, they buy individuals. So if you can't brand yourself for us to even understand who you are, what you've done, your antecedent, and why you're doing what you're doing today, and where you're going, right? So your profile should contain your past, your present, and your future. Then you are not building a luxury brand that will make people want to buy things that are expensive from you. And this is the reason why most brokers, most property agents prefer to only sell something cheap, right? Because they think they are cheap themselves. They already feel nobody will spend big money, luxury money, huge money. HNIs will not do business with them. But that's an assumption. That is a conclusion you've derived, you've analyzed, you decide to give yourself just based on your analysis of yourself. So why not just work on yourself so that you are luxury yourself? You think luxury, you buy luxury, you talk luxury, and you can sell luxury. And one of those ways, absolutely, is to have a profile, is to have an image, is to work on your image, work on your profile, work on the perception of how people will be able to see your story, see you, and be able to perceive who you are. Invest in that, right? So assignment number 1, to build a luxury brand, have your personal profile, both video version and text version. Assignment number 2, change all your social media profile today and edit your bio and put those profile there. Dr. Stephen AKINTAYO is this, is this, is this. Whatever your name is, go there. Your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your page, all of them. Assignment number 3, do a digital photo shoot of yourself. Do it, right? Some of you may not have good money. Let your friend shoot you with their iPhone. Get another friend that knows how to do photo editing well. Let them edit it. But dress well. Dress corporate. If you want to put on tie, put on a suit. Look good. Many people want to sell property worth 100 million, worth $1 million, $5 million, but they don't look $5 million. And then we're seeing on your page a bottle of you taking alcohol and you're in party. I'm not going to respect you that way. I won't take you serious that way. I will assume that if I even do business with you, you're going to use my money to party, right? Now, this is not to say you shouldn't party if you need to relax, but that shouldn't be the first thing we see on your profile. So you need to be able to brand your profile in a way that when we come to your Facebook page, your Twitter page, your TikTok page, we can see some resemblance of seriousness, of somebody going places, of somebody with a mission, somebody with a strategy. I think when you package yourself that way, you have a higher chance of going far. Number Next, still under social media, teaching on luxury now, right? This is going to be a series part, so I'll have to do part 2 later. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow is day 9, so we're going to treat part 2 of this, but let's take one more 2 under social media, right? Number 2 on social media, and this is very important. Follow those you admire. So I'm going to give you the next assignment. Look for 10 people who are exceptionally successful in real estate in Nigeria. I'm talking of brokers and developers, and follow them. Another 10 people in Dubai, follow them. Another 10 people in the UK, another 10 people in the US. And you're not following them to copy them. You just want to be inspired by their moves, by their talk, by their courage and how they do things, right? You need to follow those that are already where you are going. They will inspire you to know you can get there. Okay, number next, comment on their page, right? Compliment them. Some of you just see role models and you don't even say anything. How will you ever build relationship with them? Many of you watching me right now, oh, I love Dr. Steve, but you never comment on my post. In your mind, I will never see it, Abby. Continue, right? Comment. I've had people meet me eventually because I told my staffer, this person has been consistent on my page for 3 years. I want to meet them, right? So drop positive things, drop compliments. Sometimes just enter their DM. Just say, God bless you. I watched this particular video. You did a great job. Like, there's nothing wrong if you can enter my DM and tell me how this particular video is changing your life, right? Number next, share with your own followers the impact of your role models and your mentors. You see, who you follow determines what follows you. When you show the quality of people that inspire you, what we often fail to realize is that you are indirectly going to be attracting those same people, right? In other words, you are going to be indirectly attracting people like them. Am I making sense at all? Right? Because when you work with the wise, you'll be wise, and wiser people will identify with you. So by talking about great role models, other great role models will be willing to identify with you because they realize you're a grateful person. You're a very grateful person. And last but not the least, you need to be confident. You can't sell luxury or pricey properties if you're not confident. Great salespeople are very confident people. I'm sure some of you like my confidence, huh? I wasn't born with it. I learned it. Right? So you can learn confidence. And guess what else helps your confidence? Consistency. If you do things over and over and over and over again, you get bold, confident at it. And confidence is sexy, particularly for sales, right? Your customer will want to buy from you when you just ooze out confidence, the aura of boldness, audacity. And trust me, some will not like it. So don't assume everybody will like you for being confident. Some will hate your guts. But that's sexy too, right? Not everybody should like you. Some people should hate you, and they just make your story more beautiful. I tell people, your haters spread your story better than your lovers, right? And sometimes haters overrate their powers. When your haters talk about you with so much rage and anger, they think those listening are always also hating you. But how many of you have noticed that those listening only end up going to do research on the person they just hated on, right? And many times, many of those who are my biggest supporters today, biggest clients today, were once my haters, or were people my haters promoted me to them. In fact, my haters marketed me more than my lovers do. So, be confident. Show that aura that you know what you're doing. Now, there's a thin line between confidence and pride and arrogance. You can be confident and be humble and admit what you don't know and still show confidence in that. and ask for help and still show confidence in that. So confidence is not, oh, just raising shoulders and being rude and saucy. No, no. One of the proof of confidence is courtesy. You just have the aura. You're magnanimous, you're gracious, you're kind, you're good. You can talk nicely. It's part of confidence. So work on that. We'll see in part 2 as we learn more about selling luxury, okay? Bye-bye. Don't forget to do your assignments. Don't forget your assignments. Don't forget to join the community. Be active in the community. Listen to your team leaders in the community. And hey, let's go. Let's go. A new week has started. And remember, we're giving gifts for the best salesperson. We gave one for the person who sold the highest, and congratulations once again for the winner of our first week of this challenge. Congratulations, you got a cash gift and you got a certificate. Woo! Well, if you didn't win that, you should attempt to win this nice new week challenge, right? Be the one to win. The winner doesn't have two heads.